Episode 4 of Locking It Down. And like it says in the title, we've got a special co-host today. Drew, say hello, mate.
Back to save your fucking video again.
He's back to save my video. Basically, obviously, Kian, the usual co-host, said he can make it tonight. And he's had some technical issues, and now his internet's gone down. So, we have literally dragged in Kian with like 2 minutes ago. Not Kian, fucking hell, Drew. 2 minutes ago. I'm going to be playing some Fall Guys as we chat shit, basically.
Why is that game such a big game?
I don't know. This is my first time playing it.
I'm going to add it to my library before it comes off monthly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably because it's free.
No,
And it
it's
just
quite
looks
a big
full.
game in general because PewDiePie and all that are playing it.
Yeah, all the Sidemen are playing it as well. So I think... Oh, we got a viewer already, nice. So you're about to see me probably get mangled in my first
Are
ever
you playing
run.
FIFA 21?
Am I playing FIFA 21?
Yeah, you sent me a thing.
I'm part of the open beta, yeah. Closed beta, sorry.
You're part of it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is check for bugs. Make sure your PlayStation doesn't get any fucking viruses, mate.
What?
Make sure your PlayStation doesn't get any viruses.
Why would it get a virus?
Because every beta has bugs in it. It usually goes to the consoles and shit. Same with Apple. Whenever they do betas for updates,
True.
they go right to the phone.
I've just been taken out mid-air, man.
You don't want to know what I've been watching recently.
Come on, run! We've qualified in 45th out of 45th. Go on then, what have you been watching recently?
I think you know, but... Oh shit, fit reset. I'm pretty sure you know. I don't want to say it, but then... I get mugged for it.
Does it begin with the letter D?
Yes.
I do know, yes.
Then R.
Yeah, and then an A.
Right. With a G.
And then an O.
No, that goes to the end. Oh shit.
Yeah, and then there's a space.
Let me shut up.
We all know what I've been watching recently.
Fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. You are.
Because of this guy.
No,
I'm already
I
on
literally
season
put it
3,
on.
episode 12.
Oh, I finished it. Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. Don't
Yeah,
get
I've already
jinxed.
finished it. I finished it about today. Again, the whole thing.
You finished it in one day?
No, I didn't finish it in one day. I said I finished the rest of it today.
Right, okay.
I was on like halfway through season 3 about a couple of days ago. It doesn't take much. I finished How I Met Your Mother within 3 weeks.
Nice.
And there's about, how many seasons? 9?
I don't know what I'm meant to be doing in this game mode.
I don't know, you're playing Fall Guys, it sounds decent, but I can't be able to download it. I just added it to my library.
I'll let you know how it is, and yeah.
I'm not watching the stream because my phone's nearly flat and I just use my phone for trades. Because I'm on 6k credits now? Yeah. Oh yeah, I've literally sold everything. I'm 5k credits away from titanium right octane.
I've qualified. I don't know how, but we've qualified. Okay. I don't know what I was doing then. To be fair, getting through the first 2 rounds, my first ever go, I'll take that.
This
Block
is really
party.
podcast.
Avoid the
More like
movement.
gameplay.
This is more like gameplay, innit? Well, we had a plan and we were going to speak about, like, memories at school.
Oh god, we've already been over this. We did this in another video. We did
Yeah,
this
but
with
this-
James. We
This
did all
this was
with
going to
James.
be... No, this was going to be me and Kian, like, going over memories at Branston. That was the plan.
Oh, together.
Together, yeah.
I was gonna say like we've already done primary. We did secondary. We did up until now.
Yeah.
James in the what was it? The ask a question, one question go kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I was getting messages. Well, who the fuck's sending me messages? Oh, it's my ballad.
I just ran off the edge.
Nice one.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, F1 gameplay hasn't been around, mate.
No, I haven't really done anything within the last 4
When
days.
were you at the house, by the way? Because your chair is still at my fucking house.
If you want, just take it round to mine if you go out. But I don't
Wait, it's in
actually
my
know.
sister's bedroom at the minute. So,
Your sister's still at your nan's?
yeah.
Right, okay.
But it kind of needs to go back to yours in the house, not outside, or someone will take it. Unless I take it round the back.
Or just throw it over the wall. Where the
Just go
shed
through
used
the
to be.
gate.
Yeah, true.
Let's go through the gate. The gate is literally no lock on it, and I'm surprised no one's broken in your house. But to be fair, the village is just a quiet village.
The village is a
Oh.
quiet village and the back door is quite hard to break into.
I find that really hard to believe. Seems like all you gotta do is smash a couple of windows. Then break the lock on the inside and then press you in the house. I just revealed all that on stream. At least we don't mention the village, the postcode, or your number.
Yeah, true.
Oh my god, who's fucking... Right, I've turned off notifications. This one person sent me a lot of fucking... I think it's like memes or some shit. Oh my god. Right.
Qualified again, nice.
This person's really bored then, because he's just sending me shit on me. It's fucking annoying. I'm gonna put some music on.
Go for it.
I've been listening to this one song. It's fucking so bad. Fluorescent Adolescent.
Nice. I'm changing the name of the stream.
Wait, why?
It's not really a podcast at the moment, is it?
Well, we can talk about shit, just don't change it. We can carry on talking about it.
Okay.
But you invite me to the stream, like, not, like, describing the topic of this podcast. Or
That's true.
without a backup plan. You need to have backup plans. Let's talk about that backup plan. Right. I mean, we can't really talk about sport because the sport's finished. Like, there's only,
Yeah.
like, motorsport, and there isn't nothing really I want to talk about.
There was FP1 and FP2.
No, I'm not willing to talk
What?
about that. That's
Why?
just boring. It's
Yeah,
the same
to be
every
fair, it was.
fucking week. Like it's just all the same.
Mercedes
It
was
doesn't
on
really say
top.
anything. It doesn't tell you anything. It would just like Mercedes dominating by about 9 to 7 tenths of a second. My god, this person, stop sending me fucking...
Fuck!
Alright, you need to stop playing that game, boys. We're never going to get through what we're talking about.
True.
I mean, we can talk about childhood if you really want to.
What we could do is obviously touch on the stream that we did. The side.
Which the videos have not uploaded yet for some
I
reason.
know.
I think they're too long. I don't honestly think they're too long. I want to try and cut them up, but you can't once they've started processing.
No. It's not even like we've got the footage.
I'd rather just talk about the stream and how much we raised, and that's about it. I wouldn't want to talk about what happened.
No.
Because I wouldn't want to go over the full, like, because to go over the stream you have to go over what happened each hour, and I'm not willing to go over like 16 hours, over 24 hours worth of, over 24 hours in less than an hour basically, and it's just painful.
Yeah.
But how much did we raise in the end, and then we can just...
180. 185, wasn't it?
See, this is what bugs me. Yeah, I'm very happy we raised that much money and people donated, but what bugs me is the fact that we didn't do anything before for the other one, and then we raised more money. Didn't do any promotion. This one we did shit tons of promotion, and we got over halfway compared to our last one.
Yeah, that I think was...
we didn't even set a goal. We raised 320 quid for the last one, and we only got 108 for this one. So halfway. I don't want to sound all great for anything, but we were like thinking, oh, because we raised this much money for the last one, we were gonna...
We were hoping for somewhere between like 400 and 500.
Yeah, not... Like, 300 quid is a good amount because that actually gets stuff for like the hospitals.
Yeah.
180s, it's a lot, but it's also not a lot. But it's only literally one pair of trainers in our books. Like, I just bought a brand new pair of trainers for 180 quid.
Like, it's not as satisfying as last time.
No,
really.
To be fair, I wasn't, as much as I liked The Last of Us Part 2, I wasn't enjoying it as much as Fallen Order.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this. Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us, what we've tried to do is go from massive... the fuck is this? Massive story-based game that's narrative throughout, which if you're playing it, like, if you're doing 2-3 hours a day, we would have really, really enjoyed these.
But 24 hours of one game narrated. Like, the Fallen Order was a narrated game, but it wasn't as big.
No.
And I had finished it in that stream. Well, I wasn't in the stream, but I had finished it in your stream. I had actually finished it.
Yeah.
I think... Alright, let's carry on talking about streaming. I think the next time we'll do it, we'll find a game that we'll both enjoy, not just because it's recent.
Yeah.
Because I don't... Like, we bought those games £65, and I feel like I would have enjoyed Kakarot more, and I could have got it for the same price. I would have got it for the same price.
Yeah.
And it's a longer... No, it's a longer game with side quests, but it's a shorter story. And it's something that I could relate to. Like, I remember when I was younger, I watched Dragon Ball Z, so I would enjoy it a hell of a lot more. Because it just reminds me of the old episodes. Because that's what it is. Kakarot is Dragon Ball Z. So you got the Sane Invasion, Cell Saga, and then you got the Majin Buu Saga. And and I even knew that before the game came out. That's what it was going to be on. So
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed the game a lot more than Last of Us Part 2. I don't know what you would have gone for, but I'm guessing it would have been a sports game of some sorts.
Yeah, like
I
I
don't
could
think you would have
have.
gone
I
for
could
Last
have
of
done
Us
The
Part 2.
Witcher.
Yeah, you've already bought that, yeah.
The Witcher, Ni no Kuni, one of the
Ni no
Final
Kuni would have been a
Fantasies.
good one.
Yeah,
Ni no
because
Kuni, because you barely played it.
yeah, I mean the JRPGs, like any of them really.
But I don't think I could have done 24 hours of Dragon Ball Fighters. I would have got really fucking bored of that.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball Z Kakarot would have been a really good one for me to do. I would have thought maybe for you a story narrative game like Ni no Kuni.
But like a JRPG, not like a. But I suppose.
AAA title.
I suppose they were. Like they were both. Mine was definitely a JRPG, but it's designed for a JRPG for kind of traditional players, whereas my JRPGs are proper JRPGs. Like we're talking, like the original Final Fantasies.
Yeah, but I don't think you could have done Final Fantasy for 24 hours.
Not the games on the PS4s now.
So I would have I think you would have got even more bored of that than you would have of Tsushima.
Have you gone back to Last of Us yet?
No.
No, I haven't touched
I really
Tsushima
haven't.
again.
I haven't touched the game. I know I've got to stream it. If the video doesn't upload, then I don't have to stream it, and I can just finish it off in my own time. So I kind of want it to upload, but I kind of have the gut feeling of me thinking I don't want it to.
I'm gonna give it another week.
I don't think I could stream Last of Us Part 2. I honestly don't, because I would get super bored. I'd have to talk during it, whereas it's more of a silent game where you have to listen to the...
Yeah, it's what I was excited about Kakarot, bloody hell, Tsushima for. During the 24-hour stream, you can literally sit there for most of it and not talk, and people understand. Whereas if you're streaming it, for 2-3 hours, people expect you to talk and engage.
With the Fallen Order game that I did, I was able to talk because it was more battle based.
Yeah.
With a lightsaber, so most of the cutscenes weren't that long, so I was able to talk more throughout it. Whereas in The Last of Us Part 2,
it's a lot of stealth.
It's not that. It's the fact that during that, if you've got someone next to you, the actual characters next to you, they talk to you throughout whilst you're in free roaming and stuff.
Yeah.
You know the bit when I was in the Tall Towers in Chicago? I think it was Chicago.
I wasn't really watching, to be honest, mate. Unfortunately.
Well, there's a part right at the start where I'm in a city base, and I'm with what's her name, Dina, and she's constantly talking to me when I was trying to talk. So I was just oh, I might as well just shut up.
Yeah.
Whereas Fallen Order, I got talked to on the spaceship.
You expect to interact with some NPCs.
Oh yeah, I did interact with some, but it wasn't as prominent.
Yeah.
As the last one. It was more only for what? The talking points were only for about less than 5 minutes, whereas in The Last of Us, they were probably going on for about an hour or two, and it just got boring. Don't get me wrong, I love the interactive bit with the NPCs.
It's that point again where
annoying.
To you it probably wouldn't have been boring if you weren't playing it for 24 hours straight.
Oh no, I'd enjoy it a lot more, but because I played it for 24 hours, I probably won't touch the game for another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like the game I'm playing right now, Rocket League. If I, well, I am going to be playing this for more than for the rest of this year, every day. But I remember when I first got this game and I played it for a month straight, I got really fucking bored of it. I stayed off the game for the rest of the year. I played it for a month straight and I came off it. Like, not 24 hours a day, only for like an hour or so a day, and I got really bored of it. Because obviously I had school. But it's one of those things, you can't play a game for 24 hours unless it's new, it's interactive with NPCs, but not that interactive, and it's battle.
Yeah.
Like, Ghost of Tsushima, I saw a lot less NPC interactive when because I watched your screen a fair bit.
Yeah.
So I kept pausing Last of Us because I get really fed up with it because of the NPC interactive. And when I watch yours, whenever after a cutscene, you barely talk to the NPC. It was very nice and subtle.
Yeah, it was kind of like a
It was kind of like Fallen Order. It reminds me a lot of the Fallen Order NPCs.
Yeah.
But a bit more interactive in the Tsushima.
Yeah, like I feel like you kind of had a choice, and when it was story related, when you had to do it, it didn't drag on, which was nice.
Whereas The Last of Us Part 2 did.
Yeah.
I do have a lot of complaints about Last of Us Part 2. I might make a video on it. I'm tempted because, in my opinion, the story's brilliant, but I just don't like the way they've taken it. And it has ruined what they've done to it. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll explain it in the video. I probably will make a video. Oh, I've got the what? Pinch. Cooks it, pinch. Like, if anyone's watching right now, have you actually like played The Last of Us Part 2? Or Ghost of Tsushima? Because you'll understand as well as us, like, if you did play that game for 25 years, you'd get sick of the NPCs.
Yeah, like.
I don't think I could handle another 24-hour game unless it was the next Fallen Order game that's coming out. Yeah. That was confirmed straight after that game's release that they're going to make another one, so I'm looking forward to that. Because there is quite a fair few games coming out, well, next year, I think, in production. Well, that are in production. I'm not sure if they're coming out next year, but there are a few games. So obviously we'll be doing a 24-hour stream next year.
Yeah. We're trying to do one every year, aren't we?
Try and do at least 2 every year, maybe 3 at push if we get the right dates.
Yeah.
Because realistically, we could do one in January rather than February. Then do one in May.
I mean, yeah, we could do like.
And then depends on my work schedule, because I might be getting an apprenticeship. And then we could do one. I can't do October next year. Maybe November. Don't want holiday.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You could do something like that if you really wanted to do a 3rd one. Because overall this year we've raised what? That's 320, 180. That's 500 quid. We have raised £500. So if you did want to combine the total, we could do the forfeit.
No, thank you.
But that would have had to be discussed beforehand if we did get to 500 with both.
No, it was £400. It was £500 from that stream.
Yeah, from that stream. But if we discussed beforehand, we wanted to change it.
If we were gonna do it with like combined, I probably would have gone 750. So we wouldn't have got that right. No, if we were going to combine it, because then that would have been.
I would have been happy with like red hair or blue hair, it won't really fucking bother me.
No.
But like for you, so you're shaving your head, and it wouldn't look good for uni. I'm not gonna lie.
I would have grown back by uni.
But yeah. Oh, is that Cook's a pinch? That would have worked.
It would have just been turning home with no hair.
And if we want to side away from the stream points, and as I was saying about the games that are in production next year, because I already know of 3 confirmed games that are in production. And they might be coming out next year or this year or year after. It's Spider-Man 2, the official Spider-Man 2. Miles Morales is standalone, like Lost Legacy, and then you got the God of War, which for the new gameplay doesn't look too bad. I think that's because it's running on low graphics, though. Not gonna lie. And then Fallen Order 2. I'm not sure if it's going to be called Fallen Order 2.
Yeah, but there's definitely a couple of Star Wars games coming out next year.
No, there's only one next year.
No, there's Fallen Order 2 and Squadrons.
No, I don't know. I don't count Squadrons as a fucking...
It's a licensed Star Wars title, like...
It's not, no, because it's not... I'm on about fucking story-based, I'm not on about fucking online multiplayer random shit. Squadrons isn't story-based. It's more like an online... It's almost like Battlefront. It might have like a tiny story in it, but... It's mainly an online game like Battlefront. Is it Battlefront? Yeah, Battlefront. I keep thinking mix up between Battlefront and Battlefield. I think it's just they're trying to make a replacement title for the Battlefront games, but that won't work. I think Battlefront is just too big of a thing now.
Yeah, like Battlefront, it's had 2 games now.
But also, I'm mainly talking about production games that are coming on PS5 only titles.
Yeah, I mean, as 2 PlayStation players, that's what we're looking forward to the most.
That's what I mean. Battlefront, Fallen Order 2, and Spider-Man and God of War are all PS5 titles. Well, not Star Wars, because that's an EA Swiss one, and
Yeah, as I would say, I don't think...
No, because it'll be a title for the PS5 on release.
Yeah, but I think it'll also be...
It will be a Xbox, but
Xbox, yeah.
Xbox. It depends when it's released. If it's released in 2022, 2023, it won't be, because you've got the Forza game, you've got the...
yeah, but they're only bringing out exclusives from 2022 onwards, so...
That's what, yeah, 22 onward. So if they're making those headline titles, they won't have room for the Fallen Order one.
No, Fallen Order is coming out on PC, PS5 and Xbox Series X at the same time.
You're just like everyone else I know, Liam.
What?
You fucking interrupt me.
No, what I'm saying is they're coming out at the same time.
But why interrupt me? Fuck me. I was speaking.
Yeah?
My mate did it to me today and I got pissed off at him and I just stopped talking to him. If you know his name, it's fucking Cole. That's what I was fucking saying. They're releasing 5 exclusives. Right? That's the confirmed 5. I'm not sure if they've released a 6th one. But they've confirmed 5 that will be around 2022, 2023. And Fallen Order has always been a late release. The last Fallen Order was a late release.
Yeah.
Right? So if it's a late 2022...
Fallen Order isn't an exclusive. That's my point.
I know, but what will be the headline titles for the PS5? An exclusive. So the Xbox Series X will be headline titles will be exclusive. So the things that sell the console, Miles Morales will be a headline title, not a Call of Duty game or FIFA game. It won't be. It will be God of War will be one. Miles Morales will be one. The new Horizon, even though it's coming out next year, that will be a PS5 title. That will get advertised because it's an exclusive. Same with Xbox. When the Xbox One came out, the headline titles were exclusives such as Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport 7 when that came out, and Halo. They were all the headline titles. Oh, and what's it? My sister got it. Sunset Overdrive. They were all exclusives. It wasn't until a few years later that they went and said, "Oh, EA, can you make us? Will you allow us to?" They will obviously go, "Yeah," for the headline, and then they've started releasing bundles with FIFA and stuff, and started promoting that after the exclusives. So Xbox will not put, or PlayStation, well, PlayStation will because all the exclusives would have been done, but Fallen Order will be a title for on adverts, but Xbox Series X will have to be exclusive to sell the console more. I totally agree with you. When the Xbox Series X comes out this year and halfway through next year, and as they're selling it halfway through next year, it will be third-party titles because they're not releasing any exclusives.
Yeah, which is the mistake.
Yeah, which is the mistake. But up until then, and late next year, late 2022, 2023, it will be headline titles will be exclusives and no more third parties because they want to sell the console more. It was the exact in the first part of when the Xbox One release and the PS4 release, the Xbox One got more sales immediate because Forza Horizon 3 had a massive advertisement. Because that's what I almost bought an Xbox One instead of a PS4 because of Forza. I played Forza Horizon 1, Horizon 2, Motorsport 3, 4, 5, all on the 360.
Yeah. Whereas the opposite, I was the opposite. I was always Gran Turismo. From like GT3.
And even now, apart from GT Sport, I'd still say Forza's a better franchise than Gran Turismo.
Oh, Forza's the better franchise. Forza makes the better games, yeah, 100%.
Right. So, and Microsoft will only release exclusive games as a headline title. And Fallen Order, as I said, was a late release. It was a November release. So I bought it on a pre-order. It was a pre-order from November to... I bought it around Christmas time, and it got released somewhere around then. And I didn't play it until our thing. Because we said around then, because we before we bought the tickets for the football match, we said we're also going to do a charity stream, didn't we?
Yeah, we spoke about it, didn't we?
So I pre-ordered Fallen Order because I knew I was going to play it, but I was going to save it just in case we were going to do a charity stream. So I pre-ordered that, and that was a late release.
But that was like 6 years after the release of PS4, right? Fallen Order. I think they've been working on it since Battlefront 1, so it was quite a big window for them to make the game. I think the first time we saw Fallen Order footage was E3 2015. So yeah, like it's gonna take them a while to produce 2, definitely.
They said it will only take them a year or 2.
It's interesting. They've probably worked on it for a while then after release of 1. Cause
yeah, but that's the same with every other game. When they released Black Ops 4, they were already working on before a Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
They always do games in advance.
Oh yeah.
And they update them with new graphics as the updates on the PlayStation carry on. They always update the game and keep going and building on it. So there's always, when they released, what was the last game? Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
They were already probably making the Fallen Order. They were already making it, but they didn't release it until last year. Well, pre-order last year.
Yeah.
So, as I said, I reckon yes, it will be a headline title, a third-party headline, like advertisement title for the PS5, and you might see one or two for the Xbox, but it won't be as major for the Xbox because you will have the Forza Motorsport, Horizon, what's their other exclusive? Halo, and they're smaller titles, like there might be a Sunset Overdrive 2, I have no fucking clue what they're making. And they will all be advertisement first. I think the Forza and Halo will definitely be, you'll see them all the time. You know those double adverts on YouTube?
Yeah, it's gonna be back to back bloody Forza and Halo, innit?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. It will be that. It will literally be that, and you'll get the PlayStation one. Because advertisements based off your search.
Yeah.
Or apart from when you get the Kazoo or the, I don't know, the random ones, McDonald's,
Mackey's, all the stupid dating sites.
Oh, what's the Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh my god.
But I see, like, I know why it's bad for Xbox to release them basically 2 years too late.
I don't know why they did. I think they've given up on the war.
Well, they've said that there's no such thing as a console.
Yeah, exactly.
One, but that's bullshit because why would they try and make a more powerful console? Why not stick with the Xbox One if there's not a console?
Yeah, if there's not a console war, why are you releasing it at the same time as the PS5?
Yeah, just release it a year later.
No, there's no war, mate. 2 or 3 years later.
Or a year early. No war.
Yeah, exactly.
They could have done it a year early. They probably had it properly developed by a year early. They just didn't want to show. I bet all they hadn't finished was a design. I bet that's all they hadn't fucking done.
They got the motherboard sorted.
Yeah, they got everything sorted. The CPU units and stuff, and it just makes for Xbox to come out and say that means there is a console war.
Yeah, for the fact they've even acknowledged it in their statement.
Because if you thought there was no console, why would you come out and say that statement?
Exactly.
See, I have like, you're probably not gonna like me for saying this, but I honestly thought about going back to Xbox.
Oh god.
But
someone sanitize this person's brain.
Oh, trust me.
Bring him back to the light side.
Have you seen my Snapchat on my story about the powder and the hand sanitizer that I got for free?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've already got the sanitizer on its way, mate. So
nice.
I can't believe it's 101 servings.
I know, that's mad. It's quite cheap as well for what it is.
No, because I got a discount code. Don't worry.
Oh right, I was about to say.
It's 50 quid max price. I got it for like £32 some shit.
Yeah.
That's including delivery. That it was like £3.99 delivery.
Delivery and a hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer came for free because I spent over a certain amount of money. But the only reason I always go to Xbox is because I've watched so much Forza on YouTube. Like whenever there's a new Horizon, I always watch.
I love Forza. Like I do love Forza.
Like I don't like the I do and I don't like the Halo. Like I've played it on the 360. I've always like had an interest in it. But
I was about to say like 2 and 3 were sick, but
like the only way I wouldn't. The only reason that I would only have to go over there is for Forza, but that's for 1 or 2 or 3 games in the space, and I'd have to like use a shit controller I don't like, because it's basically the same design as the Xbox One, so I won't
Yeah.
like it. I like a more compact controller, thinner, lighter, like the PS4. Liam, on the other hand, doesn't. He prefers the Xbox. So you
Do
can rip
actually
him to
prefer
shreds.
the Xbox controller, that is correct.
You are so full of it.
Just because
Here we go.
it fits my hand better. That's the only reason.
See, I don't understand this. Right, so on the PlayStation controller, you got your two. You know your pinky and your your bigger finger
Yeah.
on the ends. Right, they go on your sticks.
Yeah.
Right, and then you get your middle finger, well, ring finger, and put it on your R2 and L2, and that fits that little gap perfectly. So you basically do a claw motion and put your index fingers on R1 and L1.
See, the problem is, if I use the claw, the PlayStation controller would be better, but I use the traditional secondary
Yeah, I
finger.
see.
Index
Where you
finger
wrap your
L1
hand
R1.
around. Yeah, no, where you put your whole hand basically around the sticks, and you move your index finger for like the 4 buttons. I don't understand why you do that. For your triggers and your 2.
No, I
R1,
use my
L1.
thumbs for the buttons.
Why?
I don't know, that's how I've always used
No,
it.
that's not what I mean. So you.
So I go-
Wait, so what fingers are you using for your L1, R1, R2, and L2?
Right, so I've got my middle fingers on the
Yeah.
triggers,
Yes.
and I've got my index finger on the bumpers. My ring, I don't
Yeah.
use my ring and my pinky, that goes like on the bridge of the controller, and then my thumbs go on the sticks, and if I need to adjust anything, I'll just move my thumb over.
You do the same as me. That is claw. You dumb.
No, because
That is claw.
you said ring finger.
No, I didn't mean that. I got confused before.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. Yeah, you do the same as me, yeah? But how does that not fit unless you wrap your whole hand around it so your fingers touch, because that's impossible. These controls have been ergonomically designed to fit your hand on the average. And your hands are smaller than mine.
I don't know, I just prefer the feel of it, and the, I don't know. I can't
Like,
describe
the
it, I
sticks
just
also
prefer the
lie
Xbox
in the palm
controller.
of your hand as well, so they fit, and it feels like you've got proper grip over it. Like your hands basically wrap round it, and it's so much easier to. I almost bought something.
I
No,
prefer
don't.
the triggers of the PlayStation controller. And I
Wait,
prefer
so
the
you're
feel of the
asking
other.
so everything to be the same apart from the design?
The design's a major bit of a controller, mate.
No, you fucking bellend. You want everything to be the same, yeah?
Yeah?
Apart from the shape, which is the design, the shape of it. You
Yeah,
want it to
yeah.
be more like the Xbox controller, but the same triggers and the same buttons.
I don't care about the buttons. I just the triggers. I prefer the triggers on here. That's for sure.
So you would want the shape of an Xbox controller on the PlayStation?
Yeah.
Buy a Thrustmaster.
I was about to say I could just buy a... Oh, what's it called?
Thrustmaster.
No, there's another... Scuff. Thrustmaster's the wheel.
No, you can get Thrustmaster controllers.
To be fair, in an ideal world, I'd buy a Scuff. But
Yes, if you want to be spending about 300 quid on a controller.
nah,
but you
the one
don't
that I
to
want
be
is
doing-
120.
Yeah, what, in an Xbox shape?
Yeah, so... And then it's got the... you can map the... There's like 4 triggers at the back as well.
Yeah, I know. I already know
You can
about
map.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's, you know what that is mainly used for, right?
FIFA.
No, well, I've
It's
never
very
seen it used
useful.
in FIFA, but it is massively used in COD.
Yeah.
It's massively used in COD for like drop shots and shit like that. That is basically how I became known of it, because my mate has one. He lives in Billingham, he has one, and every time I do a 1v1 I can't fucking keep up with him, because it's the extra buttons on the back that make him a bit better. It's just
Yeah, they
more
are
easy to
very
access like
overpowered.
menus and stuff. Like I bet I could work it on Rocket League, like for boost control or
Oh, you definitely
something like
could,
that.
yeah.
But I just I never thought about buying the Scuff one because I can't be bothered to say for Christmas I want a controller. Do you want to know the price? It's 300 quid. Why
Like,
do they ask? Oh no, it's just a controller to make it better.
yeah.
Will it break? Yes. You better not bang it against the wall. It's most likely you're going to bang against the wall. It's one of those things where you can't have
Bless me.
rage.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
like,
breakfast
there
is
are
me with spirits
knockoffs,
on.
but I won't want a knockoff at all.
What knockoff scuff?
Yeah.
No one wants a knockoff scuff, but
No, I'm saying there are knockoffs which are. I think I found knockoffs for like 50 quid, but if you're spending 50 quid, you'll just buy a new dual stock, dual shock. Right. But yeah, that's like a scuff controller. Cause my mate
see
Rob has one. It's like really comfy as well.
what an Xbox.
No, he's actually got a PlayStation one.
Yeah,
But
basically the same as the PlayStation controller, just
yeah,
got
yeah,
more
but
buttons on the back.
they've got different grips as well.
Yeah, but that's because he selected for a grip on to be on the back,
Yeah, yeah.
which is an extra 50 quid for one of them, and the other one's 20 something. Oh, trust me, I spent about an hour looking on Scuff, like creating controllers to see the prices and how like expensive, how cheap, how mid price I can get it. It's like one item can increase it by a lot or decrease it by a lot. It's stupid.
Yeah, I just want like the ones with the trigger. I just want the. I think I built mine. It was like £122 or something.
See, I wouldn't want to spend it. You could buy three controllers, three DualShock 4s, and probably three DualShock 5s for that.
Yeah, I don't know how much the DualShock 5 is going to be, to be honest.
Probably around 40 to 50 quid. They're going to
Yeah.
hold the price. But I wouldn't want to. The thing is, once I got a PS5, and that's going to be out for what 20, 13, 14, 6, 7 years?
Probably.
By then,
Yeah.
I'll be an adult. I'll have my own place, most probably around 20. What am I? 16 now. By 23, I'll have my own place, and probably a PC,
Yeah.
because I'll be on a good wage. So I wouldn't need to bother about. I would have probably a DualShock 4 controller. I probably wouldn't even a DualShock 5. I'd have one.
DualShock 5s don't work on. DualShock 4s don't work on PS5. They've already come out and said you can't carry the hardware over.
No, I'm not on
Which
about that.
sucks.
I meant on fucking PC. For Rocket League, I wouldn't use a DualSense. Sorry, not DualShock. DualSense 5. DualSense controller. I would use a DualShock 4 for Rocket League.
Hmm.
Obviously, when I go to PS5, I will have to change. I will have to go to a DualSense for Rocket League,
Yeah.
which would be fucking annoying. So I'd have to learn a whole new feel of a controller. So hopefully there's a way to bypass that, but I doubt it. But hopefully there is a way. But
Yeah,
see, for that,
unfortunately. Like,
so for
kind of
that,
sucks that like you can't carry the
Yeah, but you can't do that on
controllers
Xbox
over.
either. Well, for some, well, actually, yeah,
Oh
for
yeah, I
some
know, but
games you can. You can go back a controller. So they have actually said that you can use the Xbox controllers, Xbox One,
yeah,
which is one benefit actually. But I would say that Scuff, yeah, will make the DualSense controller more like the PS4 controller if you really wanted to. I bet they would somehow make one, knowing Scuff.
yeah.
Because they're very similar in design, they're just a bit more bulkier
Yeah, I
and a
think I'm
bit...
gonna like this DualSense controller.
See, I don't think I will. Because I was hoping they would stick to basically the same design. Because the DualShock 4 got nominated Best Controller of the Year.
Yeah.
It did get nominated, I'm not sure if it won it, but it did get nominated. But I would really hope if Scuff made a DualSense 5 but as a PS4 mold,
Yeah.
I would probably buy it because I would prefer the feel of a of the PS4 controller, especially on Rocket League, where it's all about competitive gameplay.
Yeah, that's the thing with FIFA as well. Like that's why I was looking at scuff controllers, because you've got 4 extra buttons there that you can use for like pressing down R3, and instead of accidentally slipping and doing a skill move, you know that the press of R3 will be perfect every single time. Because I know a lot of people that go to press R3, and even if you move it the slightest bit up, it'll do like a heel to heel flick. So like it's about margins as well when you're doing like super competitive gameplay.
See, this is why I want a PC, because I won't have to bother with fucking controls. I could just use my DualShock 4 for Rocket League.
Yeah.
I won't have to bugger about. I think I would get used to it quite quick. I'm hoping it doesn't have an Xbox feel. You're hoping it does, but if I don't see the point in you hoping, seems that you're probably going to get a Scuff controller. You'd have to
Yeah.
wait though.
Depends
If
how
you bought
the DualSense feels.
no, because you would want
I want
a
I want the buttons anyway. Yeah.
yeah, so it makes no odds. You would have to wait though, because Scuff have got to make a controller that fits the descriptions of the PS5, basically.
Yeah.
You can't just order a DualShock 4 Scuff
No,
because it won't work.
that's why I'm not doing it now. Like,
Maybe I like the DualSense.
yeah.
Maybe.
You don't know until you like start playing with it.
But if it is more like the Xbox One controller, I probably won't like it because I didn't like the feel of the Xbox One controller.
You see, for me, like the perfect controller would be the middle ground of what we've got so far.
That would just feel fucking weird. I don't know why that would feel good for you. If you prefer the
It's
Xbox
not that
One.
it's not that I dislike the PS4, because it is a very good controller.
See, me and you have disputed about this fucking thing a lot.
Yeah, we do. To be fair, whenever we speak about controllers, we get onto this debate.
See, I can't get my head around why you think the Xbox is comfy. Because I don't think
There's
it
something
is.
about.
See, I want to like ask you
No.
what part of it is actually the most comfortable bit.
I'll
'cause
have to pick
I've
it
never
up
had...
and be like this, and this. But it
No,
just
just tell me.
no,
It's not
because
hard.
like it just feels
Like-
better.
Where? That's what I mean. Like you say it feels better, but I don't know
In the
what part
palm of your
hands
hands.
feel.
In the palm.
Right, I'm going to judge this because I actually have an Xbox controller right next to me.
Yes, but like you don't like it. So massive waste
Wait,
of time.
do you prefer the fact that it's narrower?
It just fits in my hand better. So yeah, I suppose it would be narrower. That would make sense. Like you were saying before, I've got small hands, so...
So the finger placement of the sticks wouldn't bother you?
No, it's just that... I don't know. Like, the PlayStation controller makes me really sweaty as well.
So does the Xbox One.
Not as much. To be fair, then again, I haven't used it as much. I've only used it when I've gone around mates' houses. So...
Right. It makes you sweat. Like every controller makes you sweat, and it makes you
Yeah.
sweat the same amount. Because I've played on the Xbox One a fair bit. Not in the sense of I play it every day, for the sense that I find a classic game on the 360 that works on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I want to relive.
With updated graphics, which is always nice.
But I've just felt it, and the way I have my hands, to be fair, it's like every other normal player. When I put my hands around the Xbox One, my hand is at the bottom controller. It's at like the pointy bit, the actual middle part of my hand. It's at the point. It's a taller controller, if you get what I mean. Like the whole body of it is thinner, whereas the PlayStation controller is wider and short and thin in
Narrower.
the middle.
Yeah.
It's not as boxy.
Yeah. Like,
So my hand,
I like the placement of the
and
PS4.
the triggers aren't fucking
To be
craters.
fair, like I said before, I prefer the triggers definitely. But oh my god, this looks.
Like, if there are people watching your stream, which one's better, the PlayStation 4 controller or the Xbox One? Then we'll get a clear view of which one's the more popular one. So in my opinion, I think the PlayStation 4 controller is a lot more comfortable and easier, like, to control boost management on the Rocket League or COD. It's a lot easier to control your ammo. I just feel, oh, is that a good pinch? Oh, just off. Boys a slag, best you ever had, best you ever had. It's just a memory. Well, that rant's over. I'm not talking about any more controllers though, because I'm gonna get really heated with you. Because we could go on about fucking controllers all day,
Yeah, we definitely could.
so I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about football a little bit. I want to touch on it. Just the fact of when will fans be allowed back?
Okay.
Because there has been the odd speculation here and there that we are going to be able to go back next year to a few games. Whether it's only for home games for the team that you support, I
But
don't
you have
know.
to be a season ticket holder or something, which is probably likely.
See, I doubt that. I say I doubt, and I think it will happen at the same time. The things I doubt about that happening, they won't get as many ticket sales.
No, but
Because
you've
the-
got
the-
50,000 seaters, capacitating like 15,000.
A season ticket isn't as high as a demand as it is for actual tickets, if you get what I mean. Do you want, because only really wealthy people decide, oh yeah, I'm going to buy a season ticket because it is a lot of
More
money, it's
season
thousands of
tickets are
pounds.
sold than individual tickets.
Yeah,
It's like
think about the people.
85% of the people
Think
at a
about
home
who
game
are actually.
owns a season ticket.
Think about, like, say you're Man City
Yeah.
and you win the league the season before, and all your tickets vary every year because they're not going to be the same every year. Your season ticket's going to be different depending on the club you support, the pricing. Because you
Yeah.
support West Ham, I support Everton. If you look at the season ticket prices, they're two totally different prices.
I think ours are around the same, aren't they?
No, not even close.
Not at all.
No.
How much is yours?
A lot.
Yeah, but how much?
1,000 or something. Loads of money.
Yeah, ours is like 8. I think it was. The kids one started at like 400. I think the other one started like 850, 900.
Yeah, I was just like, Dad was looking at it one year and he was like thinking, oh, should he get one? Because you can get the family ones, can't you? And they're worth a
Yeah.
lot. But I was looking at it as well, like if I wanted to do it myself, and it was like fucking £1,000 or some shit, and it was just annoying because I'm classed as an adult now.
Yeah.
So I had to look at adult prices, and it was like in the thousands. So I was just like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking bother. But if you think about the people who are actually buying those tickets, £1,000 is towards a holiday.
Yeah. But
It's half a holiday.
for some people, football's more like.
Yeah, I know for some people, but the point is, who do you think is actually buying the tickets? It's people who've actually got a decent amount of money that can spend a fair bit on a season ticket.
Yeah.
If you think about it, for one club, it isn't 85%. It's 85% in the whole Premier League, but for one club it isn't 85%. No way it's 85%. Because think about how many tickets actually go on sale for each seat. Because each seat is price varied depending on where you're sitting. Usually the seats right at the front, you know what I mean, the right behind the goal. They're the most
Yeah.
one of the most expensive ones.
Yeah.
Because you're right up close to the pitch. The least expensive ones are the ones fairly to the top. Unless you go to the Emirates.
Or the Etihad.
Or the Etihad, yeah. Because you get a really nice view. Or, well, Wembley. I like get a hit off that. So, my point is, I think they won't want to just risk the fact that season ticket holder people want to go in. I think they'll make a few non-season ticket holders have the chance of getting them. So I'm gonna say that no one will be able to go to an away game. Because the amount of fans that'll have to travel on the motorways and stuff, and like stop off at service stations, it's a lot more hassle. But if you're a home fan and you travel to it, it's not as bad. In a sense.
Yeah.
Like, they make the whole stadium just for home fans. So you actually have an attendance.
Yeah, they
And you have
definitely
money coming
can't
for
do
the
away
game.
fans.
Yeah.
Like.
I know that if, like, take it with a pinch of salt. If we do go back, you won't be seeing the same, like, beer stands or the pie stands. You won't be seeing that. You'll probably be, like, bottled drinks that you can buy. But I wouldn't say there'd be coffees being served or beer.
No.
I'd say it'd just be it'll be as simple as
We are
bottled water.
well wrong on ticket prices, by the way. Like season tickets.
You got some spare time on your hands.
What?
I thought you were playing thingy.
I got knocked out, so I'm watching. But we are so wrong. So
No,
for
you're not.
you, it's £480, and for us, it's 320.
I remember
for
a
adults.
few years ago that it was a shit ton of money to buy a season ticket.
That was for last season, so that was 1920, before the pandemic happened.
What, £1,920?
No, for the 1920 season, for 2019-2020, it was 480 for you and 320 for us.
Yeah, I heard that bit, you fucking melon. I was on about a few years ago when I was looking, it was 1,000.
Everton hasn't changed their season tickets prices in 6 years, so I don't know when you were looking.
I have looked before and it has been 1,000, so I had to actually look for it. So
Were
I
you
had the
looking
money
at
for it.
season tickets for the boxes? Because they're up at like 1,800.
That's 1,800. No, I was actually looking. I was actually tempted to do it because I was that was it was oh no, yeah, it was 6 years ago then. Why was I thinking 3 years ago? You know when Lukaku was with us?
Yeah.
He was with us for when he first joined, I was looking at tickets
Marcus has just put, I've never seen so many people stream one game since Fortnite first came out. I know, mate, I had to get on the hype. We're doing the podcast and I just thought, like, what game can we put in the background? And I haven't played it before, so decided to see what all the fuss was about. I mean, it's fun. It'd be more fun with mates. Playing solo, so.
I can't be asked to play that shit game. Like, people say it's good, but I'd rather just carry on playing Rocket League or COD or some shit.
I mean, it's good if you've got like a spare half an hour.
Or GTA.
And then like, it's like, oh, do you want to jump on it for like 2-3 rounds? But I'm kind of getting bored of it.
The thing is, GTA's now become really popular.
Yeah.
Good.
I might do it as well, lad. Tomorrow, I'm still in shock over Bayern destroying Barca. I know, yeah. 8-2, wasn't it? Between Bayern and Barca.
I wasn't that surprised.
8-2.
I wasn't surprised that they were going to win.
Oh no,
But
I wasn't. I had Bayern to win, but not 8-2.
I'm not 8-2. They're actually.
Like,
Oh, did you hear about the rumour with Barcelona?
rumour?
You haven't heard it.
Don't think so.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo to Barca?
Yeah.
Is it like
Juventus
being rumoured a
apparently-
lot?
Yeah, but Ronaldo, Juventus have put like a deal up saying that they might
my
sell.
God.
There might be a possibility of him going to Barcelona. Would they allow him and Messi to be on the same team?
Absolutely.
No.
Could you imagine, finally, after all these years?
It has been thought, and the only place I would say that Messi would never leave Barcelona, so the only way it would happen is if he went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
But that'd be record sale, wouldn't it? That'd be like an unbeaten record for like purchase, wouldn't it?
I don't think it'll be that much.
I think it would be.
I think
His-
it'd
his
probably be
social status.
120, 130 mil.
What was Neymar?
222.
See, if that's Neymar,
Yeah, but that was Neymar at the age of 23, literally in his prime. At his best.
I think Ronaldo shouldn't have left Real because I think he would have done better in the Liga and the Italian. He hasn't really shown for it in the Italian. Well, he has, but I wouldn't say it's been his best few seasons.
Yeah.
Do you? I think he did better at Barcelona because he actually had a team around him.
So, Juventus bought him from Madrid for 105 million. So,
I'm gonna. That was no contract though, wasn't it? 105 million. That wasn't a bought out contract.
I think it was.
I don't think it was.
There was only like a year left, but
Yeah, that's a 5 mil contract then, isn't it? That end of deal one. It's a year off. Usually contracts are what, 20 million? That's about 4 years, something like that.
yeah, like I think Ronaldo's in his final year as well.
I don't think he is.
I'd sell Coutinho, Griezmann, Rakitic, Suarez and Umtiti and get him Ronaldo, Mbappe and Tonali. That's a shout, for sure, but I don't think I'll sell Griezmann. I definitely think they won't sell Rakitic. Don't think I'd sell Umtiti either. They'll probably sell Suarez and Coutinho. I don't know if they could bring in Ronaldo, Mbappe and Tonali in the same transfer window and get away with FFP.
They could, depending. They could.
Depending on like how much money they sell everyone else for. But if we're saying Ronaldo's 100 million, if we're saying Mbappe's what?
More.
250?
225.
225, 250. And then you got Tonali at probably 80 mil. That's a lot of money.
75 at a push. 70, 75 at a push.
I think Tonali's rumoured to be about the same price as Sancho somehow. I mean, he's one of the best young centre mids in Serie A, but
to the Sancho story, he's not worth 120 million. No way.
no, that I
don't-
was saying he's worth the same as what we think he's worth, about 80 mil.
Yeah,
80,
you
85
kind of
mil.
agreed. No, you kind of agreed when that statement came
I
out.
did
though.
say 100, but I have gone down
If
on
you
that.
think about it, he's only done basically a season. Because he did a half season, and he's done nearly a season. Season and a half. Alright, I'm gonna say he's done a season and
I
a
could
half.
definitely see him selling for 100 million in today's market, but
Wait, hasn't he signed for Man City anyways?
no, mate, that was a picture of Nathan Ake, just with
Oh, that was that one.
things
right.
name. It was a joke. It wasn't actually.
Right, yeah, I kind of thought that he wouldn't go back. I don't think come to Premier League, not unless fucking Man City are desperate and offer him a
He'd go United.
50 mil.
He
I
would
don't
go to
know.
United.
I don't know if he would. No, I don't know if. I don't know where he would fit at United, to be honest with you.
But they need a right wing because all they've got at the moment is Dan James.
Saying that, Man United have been knocking out our fucking squad for the past, I don't know, 4 years.
Yeah. Well, obviously they've kind of got a front four, but they don't have a right-sided player really. They got
They
Martial.
do.
Who?
Well, they do have players, but they just don't use them. They buy players off the transfer market, but they just don't use them.
Not a right
I
mid.
find
Not
annoying.
really. They've got Dan James.
You'd be surprised, I reckon. I think if you went on FIFA 20, I don't know if that's basically a reliable source. I reckon you can
I'm gonna
find
go
a
on
fair
the
few.
Man United actual.
I bet there is a few players that you wouldn't have thought they would have tried, like they're youngsters.
Oh yeah. So you got
Like we're trying Anthony Gordon, and he's turned out to be a cracking player. I know he's not a right mid, but he's a cracking player, and we're on about signing him on a fucking full 5-year contract.
yeah. So you got
And these are fucking 20. I think he's a
10
21,
midfielders. You've got
23.
Paul Pogba centre mid. Juan Mata can play on the right, but he's more of a cam centre mid. Lingard's
Well,
definitely a
right
cam. Andreas Pereira, he's quite a weird one. He can play basically anywhere, but he's not that good. Fred, you got centre mid. Bruno Fernandes cam. Daniel James plays on the right. Matic is a CDM. James Garner, now I don't really know much about him.
But
He's 19 years old. What position does he play? Influential midfielder who has always been one of the leaders throughout his time at the club. I haven't been given his position. Sorry, United fans, I don't know who James Garner is.
Youngster.
Yeah, he's 19. And then Scott McTominay definitely lack a centre mid / CDM. They got Anthony Martial who plays on the left, Rashford striker, Igalo definitely a striker, Greenwood you want him playing a striker on the left, but he can play on the right, and Chong can play on the right. Like Sancho goes straight into that squad for me.
Yeah, but the players you say can go on the right, they haven't really tested to go on the right. They just know that he can play on the right.
Yeah, like Dan James is the right-sided player.
Yeah, but the ones you said that they can go on the right, they haven't really gone and said, yeah, let's put him on the right. They haven't actually tested them. That would be a risky move for Sancho.
I think
Premier League. I don't think he should come Premier League.
I don't think he should for a couple of seasons, but I definitely want to see him in the Premier League.
I'm not bothered about him, but I think he'd do better in the Liga.
Where would he go in La Liga?
Or stay in Bundes. To make a statement, I would either go stay in Bundes and make a name for yourself in that league, a big name like Lewandowski, like on that level.
Yeah.
Because he's always been in the Premier League before.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he played like 2-3 games, didn't he? Not even that. I don't know if he even played.
He's been in the Premier League before. That's my point. Leagues he hasn't been in, the Liga, Italia.
Yeah, but he didn't get a chance in the Premier League.
Well, he did. He got 2 games.
Yeah, trying to displace.
I've known people for less than that, and they've not even had a game for me.
I mean, to be fair, the time he was at City, he was playing as a cam, so he was trying to dislodge David Silva. So, I don't know.
See, I think he would do better in. Premier League is arguably the best league.
Yeah. I think he's got options. I mean, Willian has just been sold from Chelsea to Arsenal. That's just been confirmed. Chelsea. So he could go Chelsea.
I say Chelsea's a bigger shout.
Man United really want him though. Like Man United really, really want him. Oh my god, there's about 4 comments I've missed. Sorry, mate. Phone should. I'd say United will win Europa. Yeah, I think United will win the Europa League. No, I haven't been watching it. Foden should go to the Bundesliga. Phil Foden, if he doesn't get a full season at City this year, now David Silva's gone, should go to the Bundesliga. But I think he will replace Silva as that central cam for City for many years. He's that quality. Phil Foden's one of the best. It's him or Mason Greenwood. The 2 best youngsters in the Prem for me. So I don't know, like Foden should go to the Bundesliga or not. I mean, it would fit really well at Dortmund, definitely. But can't take that Goetze role. But I don't know, it'd fit well in Leverkusen, definitely. But I think Leverkusen's a bit of a small club for him. Like if you're going to the Bundesliga, you would want to go to either Bayern or Dortmund. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, that is true. I mean, Bayern, you've got Goretzka. You got so many centre mids. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Marcus actually brings up a good point here. Should Tammy Abraham... Well, I'm going to change it into a question. you put be interesting, but I'm going to change it to should Tammy Abraham and Mason Mount stay at Chelsea?
Yeah.
For me, under Frank Lampard, yeah. 100%. Tammy was banging in goals for the first 12, 13 games of the season. He's had a little fall off, but I'm sure he'll go back to form. And Mason Mount is a very, very good cam. Now, I don't want to touch on this, but if Declan Rice goes to Chelsea, which everyone's saying he will, which will break my heart, because, you know, he's our best player, he's our best defender and best midfielder, which says it all. But if Declan Rice goes to Chelsea, you've got Tammy Abraham, then Mason Mount, and then at CDM, your literal spine of the team is going to be English. So, and I mean, the last English centre midfielder to go from West Ham to Chelsea and make a name of himself was Frank Lampard. So Rice is going to be looking at his best mate, Mason Mount, looking at his potential new manager in Frank Lampard, and be thinking about it. I'm sure. I'd be worried if I see Werner, Ziyech and Kai Havertz rock up together. I don't want to see Tammy and Mount get in. And apart from subs, yeah, like Werner's obviously gonna fill in for Tammy for a bit, but you could go to a two-striker formation to get them both in. Ziyech and Mount, that would be interesting. And if Havertz goes, I'm not sure if Havertz has already gone, actually. I haven't been tracking that transfer. But if he hasn't already gone, if he does go, I see Mason Mount being taken out, actually. That's a good point on Kai Havertz, because he is generally one of the best cams in the world at the moment. So Chelsea are going to be absolute beasts next season. They're going to be a team to watch out for. Definitely. I'm just checking up on Kai Havertz.
What time is it?
12:30ish.
What do you mean ish? It's 12:30. Oh, do you want to move it down to call it 12:32?
No, my phone was locked. And the last time I looked at it, it was about 12:30, so. Right, transfers.
Bashing your phone.
I was punching my phone, yes.
Yeah.
All transfers.
Yeah, guys, you need to go on the psych wall.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Albion Ajeti has left us, gone to Celtic for 5 million. That was an amazing deal we picked up there. Well done, guards. Chester's gone from Villa to Stoke on a free. That's quite interesting.
I know what two things you're scared of.
Losing Rice and losing Lanzini.
Yeah. And the giant moth from Resi too.
That's the one.
But
nothing major.
You've bought a Lanzini shirt, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah, that happened. I literally bought it. I ordered it. Then it arrived, obviously, because that's what things do when you order it, you stupid plebeian. But then, literally, as it arrived, I think an hour later, I went on my phone, and Lanzini was rumoured to be leaving, and I was like, no. Because the last name shit that I bought was Dimitri Payet.
Payet.
Literally a week before he left.
I'll I hang this over your head.
Yep. Ring ring, it's Payet and Milner, we are here to help. Hold on, Marcus.
Things later.
Hold on, Marcus. You want more players as a Liverpool fan?
Fuck off.
Who do you want?
No, they're gonna sell Mo Salah, surely. Wait, he's Liverpool?
Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan. I didn't know this until, like, when I helped his mate out.
Ago. He's a... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's a hidden rivalry here.
No, it's not really hidden, is it? He's a Liverpool fan, you're an Evertonian.
Toffees. You don't need more players. You need to sell all your fucking players.
Yeah, sell your players and get bad.
No, they'll probably sell the players and get good, mate. They'll probably buy fucking Messi or some shit.
Yeah, could you imagine you wake up and bloody Messi's just
transfers.
at Anfield?
I'd be fucking pissed off. It wouldn't surprise me, but I'd be pissed off.
Yeah.
The one that's bugging me at the minute is Bale.
Yeah, so much wasted talent.
I reckon. Well, if what's his name? Ex-Tottenham manager.
Mauricio Pochettino.
Yeah, if Poch was still there. Well, they were in talks, weren't they? Him and Bale.
Yeah. Let's be honest, he won't go back to the Prem unless it's...
Pochettino.
No, just...
Tottenham.
Yeah, unless it's Spurs. Oh, for fuck's sake.
But no, he said that he was going to go back, but when they sacked Poch, he said that I'm not going.
He don't like Jose Mourinho, does he?
No.
That's the
He
problem.
said he was only going to go back to Tottenham if it was under Pochettino.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Marcus, mate, I'll read your comment after I get knocked out of this. Yeah, there you go. We need a cam to replace for Genie and a full backup strike force. Also, we need to get rid of Karius and find a love room replacement. That is true. You do need to find... I mean... You could buy any centre-back in the world, and then your centre-back partnership will be like Van Dijk plus... Not Dejan Lovren. I mean, you've got Joe Gomez at the moment. What do you mean you need a full replacement strike force? I mean, if Salah leaves, you need a new right mid, but right winger.
Yeah, but the right wing is basically part of your strike forces, no.
Yeah, but he's talking about replacing all of it.
I mean, Mo Salah isn't doing anything.
Salah's not doing anything.
So
Firmino's on kind of a drought, but like Mane's one of their best players.
I think what he means is.
Oh, sorry, replacement for Genie and a full backup. Yeah, you're right. Van Dijk and Manolas, stop. Stop right there. If you buy Manolas, the whole league is done. You'll concede like 2 goals all season. It'd be from like free kicks. Imagine Kostas Manolas and Virgil van Dijk in the same team.
I want Virgil van Dijk to leave fucking Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean... Unfortunately, it's probably not going to happen, mate.
You never know, he might get picked up by a Liga.
Ah, I heard Celtic are looking for a new centre back. Go
You never
back,
know.
go back to his old former club.
Wait, did you hear about that person who is like Van Dijk, that football player that we were looking at, that we missed out on? I think he's off like 50 million or some shit.
No, I have no idea what you mean.
It was something like, it was like the next Virgil van Dijk or some shit. Someone who was similar
Yeah.
on stats and defense and stuff. Wait, there was like something to do with a... Oh, who was it? We're looking at buying someone for around 30 million. I can't
Right.
remember who it was. Very... Let me just have a look on... Which one was it?
I take Coutinho back on loan as well. Cavani is a centre foot. Cavani would be good. Cavani would be good for you. I mean, you've got. You're doing well financial fair play, haven't you? Because the last two transfer windows, you basically haven't bought anyone. So you literally have the budget to buy anyone and be fine.
Everton are in advanced talks to sign Alan. Everton and Napoli will try reach an agreement next week. The
Oh
Brazilian
my
midfielder
god!
has
Yeah, I
already
know
agreed.
who Alan is, mate. Jeez, that's mad.
Right, we've already the talks have been confirmed because they were leaked, and he's
Yeah.
already agreed to personal terms with it. So they're going to try and reach an agreement, which was next week. So that was 7 hours ago. I mean, we've always been linked to James Rodriguez,
Yeah, you've been
7.7 million.
linked to Hammers for this.
Guess who else has been popping up for us?
Dunno.
Thiago Silva.
It's getting on a bit.
He's still a good player. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
not-
He's still a very good player, but
I'm not gonna say he's fallen off a cliff. He's consistent. I'd have him any day of the fucking week. I bet you would as well, Liam.
I'd love him. Yeah. I mean, not that we really need.
Everton and is it Fiorentina?
Florentina, yeah, Florentina.
Yeah, are two of the three teams who spoke with his entourage.
Mate, give me him.
Milan being the third.
You may be in a sticky
But
situation.
now are no longer interested. So,
Alright.
so Everton and who would you rather go to? Fiorentina.
Nah, like, probably you.
Yeah, but that depends if he gets the right offer. If not, it will just stay at PSG.
Oh, wait, you're talking about, Thiago Silva? I thought you were talking about Alan.
No,
Is-
no, I'm on about Thiago Silva. Is Alan that good? Because I am.
Alan
this
is
like
one
a
of the,
random,
like, mate, he's one of my favourite centre mids.
Really?
Honestly, I rate him so much. I first heard about him through FIFA, but watching like Serie A when it's come back and watching the Serie A FA Cup basically was yeah, like he's honestly become one of my favourite midfielders. He's so good. If you get Alan, you're probably in the Europa League next year.
Be a big signing.
It's massive, mate.
We're also in, as I said, we're also in the race for Rodriguez for 7.7 million. It's rumoured to be going for 7.7.
If he's 7.7, I'll bloody take him for that.
Anthony Robinson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everton are interested in re-signing him. I can't remember when we signed him.
Was
Was he an Everton youngster? Surely not.
Anthony Robinson.
Yeah. I can't believe we sold him. Everton are interested in re-signing Anthony Robinson.
When you first said it, I thought you meant Andy Robinson.
No, Anthony. I can't remember when we had him.
I don't even know who he is.
I don't. I think he was an Everton youngster or some shit.
He must have been. For you not to heard of him, like it must be a youngster that went through a youth academy.
Oh, we're also looking at Decore.
It's good. He's like a solid CDM, to be fair, and Premier League experience. So.
And who's this person? Ibrahim Sangare.
Oh yeah.
We're looking at him as well. I don't think is he even that good? I think he's one of those ones that I wouldn't really know. Decore, obviously I know.
Yeah.
Watford player. Decore would be a weird one.
I'm trying to find this. Is it Robinson?
Robin.
Oh, he plays for Wigan. Yeah.
I wasn't like fucking about. It's like double lead at the end of Anthony, and then.
Yeah. I've got him.
Or is that Antoine Robinson?
Nah, it's Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony Robinson.
He was born in Milton Keynes, but he's decided to play for the bloody United States.
Sheffield United had a bid of 2 million accepted earlier this week.
Oh yeah, mate. He left you last year.
I don't even know who the fuck he is. I can't remember him actually playing a game for us.
That's because he never played a game for you. But
his name never even got mentioned when he got sold.
No.
These are those sells that like get us money for the next like big signing or some shit, aren't they? They're like little trades.
I think he went on a free.
Oh, did he?
I don't actually think you got any money for him whatsoever.
It's fine, doesn't bother me. He was never known.
You might be now.
You...
You've still got Dingo, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, well, no, they're saying that they're looking at Anthony Robinson. He's a left back, so I was just making sure like Dingo hasn't been sold.
Yeah, but we've just got rid of Leighton Baines has just retired. We usually have 2 left backs.
That is true, yeah.
We now have only got 1. So that makes sense why we're trying to go for Anthony Robinson.
Yeah.
That's what it means by replacement strikers and shit. We want a replacement left back just in case we have an injury.
West Ham transfer news.
I really want to sign Alan because he's been rumoured from Napoli for a fucking while, you know. It's been rumoured for ages that he was going to come to us. Oh, this is a juicy one. Everton are willing to sell Jordan Pickford as Carlo Ancelotti sees the goalkeeper as too unreliable. Chelsea could possibly be interested in the England keeper.
Jesus, Chelsea has offered Michy Batshuayi and Ross Barkley and £65 million for Declan Rice.
They've offered you Ross Barkley.
Ross Barkley, Batshuayi and 65 mil.
I think that's fair. Is that like an official statement? Take football news with a grain of salt, by the way, because
I
it's
was
all
about to say it's in the
It's all
Sun.
publicity. Yeah.
So
No.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not real. The
Oh,
Sun tells some bullshit. There was one last year about
mate, we're
some
linked for the
big
same
player.
striker.
Who are you linked for?
Chengi Sunder.
I don't remember. Wait, is that for us as well?
Yeah, we're both linked to them.
Oh, I saw a post about that earlier today. I follow a lot of Everton pages on Instagram, so they tell me all the news about
We're also linked
proper
with one of
pages.
your ex centre backs,
Who's
John Stones.
He's old. I wouldn't have him.
John Stones isn't old.
He is. He's getting on.
Mate, you're talking about signing Thiago Silva.
I would have him because he's consistent. John Stones, no.
How old do you think John Stones is?
30s.
26.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not old at all.
The only reason I say he's old because I remember him in fucking Everton for like years and years and years.
Yeah, but he was playing at Everton at the age of like 17, 18, wasn't he?
I'll buy him back on the account of if he was on a cheap buy.
I mean,
Like 20
apparently,
million.
yeah, West Ham must sanction a move for £20 million Moyes target, John Stones.
Yeah, 20 million. I think
So
that's all he's
I'd
worth.
definitely take him for 20 mil.
What did he score? 2 headers for England.
Yeah. We want Mike Cash as well.
The thing
Apparently.
is, Liam, take this shit with a pinch of salt because it's football.
Yeah. I'm seeing names here which are like...
Only trust reliable sources such as the BBC, Sky Sports. The Liverpool Echo is a really good one. That's
I was about
reliable.
to say, like, I'm taking... To be fair, like, the Metro is quite reliable for football news. And then you got, like, Talk Sport, which is definitely
Alright.
reliable. BBC Sport,
Reliable. Sky
Yeah.
Sports reliable.
yeah.
Metro is one of those ones where they release good stuff and it's true.
Yeah,
And then they
Metro-
release the odd,
Metro's
the
like
odd one thing where it's
Ni-
bad.
95% true, but
Yeah.
so's like... I was about to
So
say,
is Liverpool
like,
Echo.
yeah,
Most of the time Liverpool Echo's quite right in like contracts and stuff, like they're very accurate. Like when they revealed that Leighton Baines would most probably retire on sign another 1-year contract, and he did. He retired.
yeah.
If I would say we're probably going to sign Alan. Seems though he's having talks next week.
Mate, if you
finish it
sign
off.
Alan, watch out.
What do you mean? Watch out.
Watch out, Premier League.
What? Where we will be next season?
Yeah. Honestly. If he plays how he does for you, if he plays for you how he does for Napoli, Jesus.
Good sign. I don't want it to be like Lukaku signing or some shit though. Like we get a really good player in, and then he kicks off after like 2 seasons.
I don't think it's the personality to kick off. Ha ha ha, that's what you get Ngakia.
What?
So, Ngakia forced himself out of the club, out of West Ham, because he's too big for us, and he wants to go to a big Premier League team, and then he's been signed by Watford.
But no, Watford did score higher than you. Not gonna lie.
Did they?
I thought, oh no, that's Wolves. I'm getting confused.
I was about to
I
say,
get confused
yeah, if
with
he went to
two teams.
Wolves, I would have been like, great move, but Watford, mate.
To be fair, Watford isn't a bad team.
No, they're not, but they're not high Premier League, are they?
They can be if they had a good if they actually sorted out their strategies and shit. But they've got good, decent players actually.
Yeah, like it's kind of like West Ham. Like us and Watford both have the team to be like 10th or 11th. Definitely. But
You say that, but that's with every team, Liam. Like, we could say we're 5th, 6th and 7th. We should be, but we finished last season 12th, 13th, somewhere around there. So and then you're saying you're 10th, 11th. You finished nearly in relegation zone.
oh yeah,
So you got to be consistent with your games. If you can get draws and wins, and maybe a maximum of 7 to 8 losses in a season, I think you'd be able to manage.
yeah. Like for me, like I've always seen us as like a top. Like you're like a top 8 club, and we're like a top 10 club. Like you're always a little bit higher than us, aren't you?
Yeah, but that's because we've got a bit more cash.
Bit more money, yeah.
And we always seem to sign fucking really good young players.
Yeah, us two are kind of the teams to like develop youngsters as well.
But there has been in the past, yeah.
Yeah,
Such as Rooney.
yeah. Lampard for us, Rio Ferdinand for us. Bloody hell. The team that we could have had in like 2005 if we didn't let people go because they were too small, or Frank Lampard was quote unquote too small.
Or the fact that you didn't have cash sometimes.
Yeah, but we're releasing them at like the age of 17.
Yeah,
And
but
then
you
like,
sold them for cash or on free transfers, didn't you?
nah, we released Lampard. I don't know if we sold Rio or not.
I think you sold Rio, surely you would have. Or maybe not. You might have gone on a free transfer.
Yeah, Rio Ferdinand, West Ham.
Shit, I didn't get the air dribble. That's really...
I think we got 30 mil for him, thinking about it. I can't actually find it. To Leeds. Move. Price.
Speaking of Leeds, what do you
18 mil
think
we
about
got for him.
18?
Yeah.
And what was he worth after you sold him?
Well, Leeds sold him to Man United for 30 mil. After like a couple of seasons.
And what did Man United get for him?
He went to QPR after Man United, so probably not a lot. Not a lot.
I suppose he became like a really good player, Rio Ferdinand.
Oh, he was one of the best, yeah, but he stayed at Man United for so long.
What was he estimated? I can't remember. He was worth a lot.
At one point, he would have been 50 mil plus. Like 2008, where Man United won the Champions League.
The shit like that, if you win the Champions League or Premier League or anything, your price goes up.
Yeah, like in 2008, like honestly, Man United had one of the best defences in the world.
Man United have always been there though. They've always been a top
Yeah.
flight class team. It's
I
been
mean,
a fucking annoying one.
2008 squad, you had Paul Scholes, Giggsy, then the defence you had like Patrice Evra, Nemanja Vidic, Van der Sar in goal, Rio obviously, Gary Neville, Beckham. Actually, no, Beckham had left at that point to go to Madrid. Like Berbatov, Rooney, Tevez. It was a mad team.
Right, I've had a butterfly fly in my room. I think it's a butterfly. Fucking annoying.
Yeah.
It is really fucking annoying. It's on my TV screen right now. It's actually in my eyesight. Flapping its fucking...
He went on a free to QPR. I'm gonna quickly look at Lampard.
Go on, just go out the window. Stop flying towards...
Can you look at that West Ham alumni on this site?
I hate leaving my window open because of this. It gets fucking hot.
The same year that both Lampard and Rio joined our team was the same year we signed Slavan Bilic from promoted from the under-18. Sorry, Rio and Frank. Same time that Slavan Bilic joined our team at centre back before he went on to be manager. Little fun fact.
I got rid of the infestation. It's now in the hallway.
Very nice.
I opened my door and it left. Why do things like insects come into my house? Do you want to know how many butterflies we've had in our house because it's been too hot for them outside?
A lot.
I've had like 20. Not even funny, and they've all been like on the stairs, like above the stairs, on the walls and stuff, and we can't disturb them because they're asleep.
Yeah.
Otherwise they go batshit crazy, and we can't get them out the house. By the way, how long do these podcasts go on for?
It's coming up to the end, don't worry.
Brilliant, that's very precise.
Well, I'm gonna do this, and then this will be my final game. Because I was literally about to say, we're getting to that 2 hour mark, lads.
2 hour mark.
Yeah, we've been going for about 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't understand podcasts.
Why?
I've never really gotten into them. They're fun when other people do them, but it's not my kind of thing.
No.
To be fair, I like doing YouTube, but it's not one of the things I would want to do constantly. I'd rather just game for like my fun of it.
Yeah. Right, I lost. Brilliant.
Jumpy bugger.
Right. Anyway, thank you all for watching episode 4. I hope you enjoyed the co-host today. He's talking about moths. Kian will be back probably tomorrow, to be fair, because we've already got it all planned out and everything. So, later today, if he gets his internet sorted out. But yeah, so thank you all very much for watching. It's time to end. Good night.